Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's character, I, it's made of two parts. The grassy part, which is categorically signifies is a type of plant. And then the bottom, giving you details of what exactly specific plant that is. And we're going to take some time to look at this Thai, which sounds the same. It's also Thai. Okay. This is the current spelling. Okay, kind of triangle shape with a box at the bottom. And when we look at the like 100 AD, somebody did this Chinese dictionary summarizing the characters and kind of standardize it. So this is how it looks back then. But if we trace back even further of like 1000 BC, then we start to see things like that. So from this level of abstraction, according to scholars, that is spoon feed to the mouth. So you're drinking soup, basically. And when you see the previous versions, exactly that looks like that. So I have always been thinking of this box with up to the corner, that means the mouth. But when we see even earlier character rendering, I realize it's not about the mouth, actually. It's the container, the food container, basically the soup bowl, ancient soup bowl, which came in a format of two handles on the side, and it had the little feet to hold it up stand. So I would imagine it's kind of a cookware that you're going to have fire underneath it, and then you have handles on each side. So this up to the corner is not the mouth of the corner, it's the handles to the pot. And the spoon is not exactly a small individual eating spoon. It's more like a ladle for the whole family. So this scoop over the pot, that's the original image. And this feeding icon then is associated with pleasant. If we switch out this water sign on the left side with the heart symbol, that means you're enjoying something. So that's one direction. The second direction of things that looking similar but may come from completely different source, which is this triangle shape on top of the box shape. That is a type of ancient architecture. This Thai means kind of a platform. The bottom box shape, I would imagine, as the foundation of this architecture. And that triangle could be, the roof, the whole shelter built on top of the foundation. So we have this triangle shape on top of this box shape, as simplified as we can to show the type of architecture or building made before. So that platform or flat surface, which came in this rectangular shape, Thai, then means a type of elevated surface. And that paired with the plant symbol, I would imagine this shows this is the plant that grew on top of a surface. And the other version would be, the soup eating thing, and it's related to eating something. And I don't know about you, but I haven't heard about moss as part of cuisine anywhere. I'm not sure in ancient times people actually scrape off moss and eat that. I'm not sure. So I would imagine between the two versions, one is a soup drinking, the other one is elevated grounding for shelter building. That ground paired with the plant symbol is more likely because that describes a type of surface, kind of a man-made flat surface, elevated, and on top of that, there are plant growing. So that's more like the moss that we know. So unlike 草, grass, we refer humans, self-referral, compare ourselves, at least the mass, the commoners, as grassroot, right? As evident in English as well, that grass people is Chinese way, 草民, to self-refer is kind of self-deprecating way to say we are not significant. We're just out there like grass. So unlike grass, that's used in the language to signify people of a certain social status, like moss has no cultural embedding that's related to people. So moss is moss itself. So in our language, we have 苔藓, which means something growing on the surface, which is another way, like a double character way combination to make sure when you hear the language, if you hear Tai by its own, even if within the context, there may be double meanings. But if you say 苔藓, then there's no mistake of this is exactly moss. It's almost like use double syllable and double character to signify this one thing. There are less chance of misunderstanding, okay? And the qingtai is the color description of this moss, which is kind of green bluish color. Qing is the color of light in Chinese. So that pairs with moss, nothing wrong with that. And 第一 is another way in Chinese to say moss. That Chinese compare moss as if it's a kind of a shark's suit or surf suit thing, tight fitting suit of the earth. So because how moss is tightly fit onto the surface of the earth, right? So Chinese use the clothing or the wetsuit for the earth as another kind of a nickname for moss. So there we go, Tai moss. Thank you for your time. See you another day.